The covers I'm about to go over are, in my opinion, some of the best piano arrangements that Patrik Pietschmann has ever made. I have recently reviewed pretty much all of his covers in a series which basically ranked them from easiest all the way up to hardest, and I'll be linking it in the description for those of you who haven't watched it yet. However, in order to crown the top 3 arrangements, I'll only be looking at the melody, the diversity within the arrangement, and the overall quality of how it is actually arranged. Without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, I want to talk about just a few runners-up which didn't quite make the cut. I'll be starting with Lord of the Rings, the main theme. The Lord of the Rings main theme is basically all you ever want in a main theme. It's got nostalgia tied to it, it fits with the film really well, and it's got an absolutely beautiful melody which is really pleasant to listen to. Reasons for why it isn't in my top 3 is it can get a little bit repetitive, and one of the things which I'm judging them on is diversity. However, it's definitely got a beautiful melody, so it ticks that box, and it is an absolutely amazing arrangement. So it's 2 out of 3, but not quite up there with the other 3. The next cover we're going to be talking about is quite controversial, but I like listening to it so much I thought I'd put it in the runners-up. It is Frozen, the main theme. I don't know what it is about it, but the melody, I find it to be quite good, especially for a 4-chord song. I think obviously the reasons why it's not going to be in the top 3 is because it is a Disney song. There is only really 4 chords, and there's only really so much you can do with a melody with only 4 chords. So it doesn't quite make the top 3, but I thought it was a fun one to incorporate in the runners-up. We have the Force theme from Star Wars, absolute classic, great melody. Once again, just doesn't have the diversity like the other ones do, but there's not much you can really do when it is just the same melody the entire time. But nevertheless, it's a great arrangement, definitely one of the runners-up for sure. Now that all the runners-up are out of the way, let's get on to my top 3 favourite piano covers from Patrik Pietschmann. In the number 3 spot, we have a classic from Hans Zimmer, and it is Dune 2, the main theme. Reasons why I've put this in 3rd place is, first off, it has an absolutely amazing melody. Definitely one of Hans Zimmer's best ones, in my opinion. Even though the piece is really simple, I think the power from the melody and the depth really brings across the emotions which Hans Zimmer clearly wanted for the film. Patrik does a really good job in incorporating diversity within the arrangement too. All the sections are completely different, it brings just different tones, different characters in. So yeah, it's got great melody, great diversity, and I think the arrangement as a whole is just exceptional. So for those reasons, I will be putting it in 3rd place. Let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, let's go on to 2nd place. For 2nd place, this was really tough. There was definitely a tie between a lot of his arrangements, but in the end I've decided to go for The Mandalorian for 2nd place. I know a lot of you love that piece as well in the comment section. Yeah, reasons for this, I think the melody is super unique and interesting. It's quite different from a lot of his other arrangements, and I think he incorporates the uniqueness of the actual piece really well with the arrangement. He brings across all the emotions, all the sort of quirkiness, just overall really well arranged, and once again that diversity is really prevalent in the arrangement. Like I said, there was definitely a tie for a lot of pieces. I know I considered Raiders March from Indiana Jones as well as Pirates of the Caribbean 3, Up is Down, for 2nd place. But in the end, I've decided to go for The Mandalorian. Let me know what you think down in the comments as always. Without further ado, after a lot of deliberation, in 1st place we have, drumroll please, Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter. Where do I even start with talking about such a piece? I mean, diversity is off the scale. I love the melody from Hedwig's theme, super unique, super quirky, especially with those weird intervals in the melody. A lot of nice dissonance, super sinister harmony. Just really fun arrangement. It's also pretty difficult. I know I'm not ranking it on difficulty, but it does happen to be, I think, in SS Plus tier if I'm not mistaken. I've listened to this piece over 100 times, that's not even an exaggeration. Let me know what you think in the comments, but yeah, that has been my top 3 Patrik Pietschmann arrangements, and I'll see you in the next video.